Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programs, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So, if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Hello and welcome to episode 95 of the Padded Cell podcast. And I'm all flustered because we've just finished an episode and I was so desperate for a wee.
Yeah, you were bouncing, weren't you?
I really thought I was going to have a little accident. I'm at that age where it's a possibility now.
Just leaks out.
I just made it. Yeah. Fucking hell. Anyway, so today is the 10th of July. Well, it will be. It's still the 1st of July for us, but it will be the 10th of July. And something really weird happened on this day in 1923. In a place called Rostov in Russia.
Okay.
Heard of it?
I have, yeah.
You have heard of it? Okay. So, on this day, 2-pound hailstones rained down from the skies. It was midsummer. It was really hot and sticky, but it created this sort of pressure in the atmosphere. And all of a sudden, the skies just went black. And not gradually, but very quickly and violently, this storm whipped up. And it literally came out of nowhere. And literally chunks of ice started falling down from the sky. So we're not talking like little pebble-sized things or even golf ball. You know, we're talking like huge slabs of ice that was so big and heavy that the cracked windows and car bonnets. Yeah. And so if you think about £2, it's like nearly a kilo.
Well, yeah.
So when these are falling from the sky, they were falling 30,000 feet at least. Can you imagine the speed they were hitting the ground at? Like little missiles. Yeah. Eyewitness accounts, they were rare because we're talking Russia here, you know, a long time ago. Information in and out of the country wasn't so great. Yeah. But a local newspaper reported on it and some other news outlets. They said the sound of the hail was like cannon fire. Roofs collapsed, trees split.
Fuck.
People and animals that were caught in the open had no chance whatsoever. Yeah. And entire flocks of sheep and cattle were obliterated. Yeah. And 23 people at least were killed. And dozens were injured.
I was expecting more than that.
I think once it started, people were just going indoors.
Oh, yeah. But...
It was hitting like schools and windows were getting like smashed in and everything.
Yeah.
So people said it felt like they were being shelled, like they were in the wartime. It was that bad, and the noise was unbelievable as it was hitting things.
I can imagine, yeah. It hails bad anyway.
Really scary, yeah. It says, from a meteorological point of view, hail that size is almost unheard of. It says to form hailstone that large, it's got to be suspended by violent updrafts inside a thunderstorm, cycling up and down through the storm, gathering layers of ice like a big massive snowball until it's too heavy to hold. But it's very rare. There's certain conditions it's got to meet. So I think it was a mixture of, like, there was a storm coming in, obviously, but then it hit this hot, sticky, oppressive weather and it caused this thing. So it's unprecedented. It hasn't happened since. And it didn't happen before, as far as they knew, back to when records began. But apparently it was like super scary, and it's down as one of the deadliest hailstones ever recorded in history anywhere in the world.
Fuck, man.
How mad's that?
Congratulations, Rostov.
Mad stuff. I mean, that would be scary. It would be scary.
Oh, yeah, it would, yeah.
The other thing that happened on this day, 10th of July, in 1985. Have you heard? Do you know?
Probably not.
What the Rainbow Warrior is?
No, but I want to get to know them.
You know the Muffin Man?
Yeah.
Know
the Muffin Man.
Do you know what the Rainbow Warrior is?
I don't think I do, no.
Really?
The Rainbow Warrior.
Doesn't ring a bell? No?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it was 1985. So it was before you were born.
Yeah.
But it's quite a trailblazing ship.
Oh.
No?
It's not where I was. I went with it.
It's a boat, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so this boat was the flagship boat for Greenpeace.
Oh.
Ring a bell?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, on the 10th of July, 85, it was moored up in Auckland, which is in New Zealand. And in the evening, it was due to go and basically do a peaceful process and boycott nuclear testing that was going ahead by the French in the South Pacific.
Yeah.
So they got wind of it, and they were preparing basically to go and intercept what was going on. So this ship, the Rainbow Warrior, had been a thorn in the side for years of like whalers, nuclear testing, and just environmental criminalistic acts that were going on around the world.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Warrior was the one that went in, basically. It never went in like war fighting. It was literally a peaceful protest where it would get in there.
Yeah.
And there's obviously loads of people on this. And so if you're going to blow up the ship, you're going to blow up the people. And so it never did.
Got
It
ya.
was just a peaceful protest ship. But it never sailed again after this night. At 11:38 p.m. on the 10th of July, 2 underwater explosions were heard and tore through the hull. The first was deliberately placed to encourage evacuation of the boat. So they didn't want to actually kill anybody.
Got you. Yeah.
The second was much more powerful and blasted through the engine room. They didn't really have much time in between the two blasts, so the sailor didn't mean to kill anybody. But they were blasting through the engine room, which obviously would have had personnel on it.
Yeah.
Water flooded very quickly, and the crew were basically scrambled, and then they got off. But in the frantic darkness, it says here, photographer Fernando Pereira went back below deck to try and retrieve his cameras, but never made it. He drowned when the ship sunk.
Fuck.
And the ship settled on the harbour bed, and he died there. So we're talking about a bombing in New Zealand on a peaceful protest ship. How did this happen? It was no freak accident. The bombs were definitely deliberately placed. None other than by the French government.
Oh,
Yes.
convenient.
So basically, it turns out that the French intelligence service were behind the attack, sanctioned by the government in a counter-terrorism operation called Operation Satanique.
Satanique.
They've been ordered by the French government to neutralise the Rainbow Warrior. We're not talking a very long time ago here.
I know, yeah,
I was 10 when this happened. And they were ordering basically, it's a state-sanctioned sabotage of the ship.
Yeah.
And it was to stop them disrupting the French nuclear testing.
Yeah.
So 2 agents that were masquerading as Swiss honeymoon couple were arrested as they were trying to flee the country. I'm going to name them. Alain Maffart. Oh, my fart just slipped out.
Oh, my fat.
And Dominique Prieur. They eventually charged with manslaughter and sentenced in New Zealand to 10 years in prison.
Oh, hey, that went well.
However, the diplomatic fallout was unreal. And France put a really heavy pressure on New Zealand, and they eventually brokered a deal via the UN, which saw the agents released to a French military base in the Pacific, where they served less than 2 years for the death of an innocent man who was on a peaceful ship.
Yeah.
2 years. It's an act of terrorism on foreign soil.
Yeah. Mad.
So the Rainbow Warrior, it wasn't just like a betrayal, if you like, of trust and the New Zealand sovereignty at the time. It was a brutal message. Basically, a Western ally had sent military agents to commit murder, sabotage and espionage in my lifetime, and not many years before yours. So, but what happened? So the photographer was made into a martyr.
Yeah.
And the ship and the bombing of the ship only amplified the voice. The ship became a symbol of resistance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it caused global outrage, and it forced the French to wind down their atmospheric nuclear testing at the time. So there you go.
There you go. It's done its job, kind
So that's
of,
the
didn't
nuclear.
it?
That is the Rainbow Warrior. It did do its job.
It's good, that.
Unfortunately, obviously, somebody lost their life. But I just
Yeah.
lost my notes, so I'm not losing lives. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. No, I haven't. It's fine. Right. So, I am going to go on to my segment. You've got a segment later on, so
Yes.
I'm going to try and do as quickly as possible
Okay.
because it's interesting. And
Failing that,
we've got some photos and stuff as well.
I can save mine and we can do me dangly bit.
Do you want to do your dangly bit more? Okay.
Yeah.
So I am going to talk about a really weird inventor.
Like inventors.
I don't know, this keeps happening lately. I didn't even know Dylan was going to be here today. This guy is a Japanese inventor.
Oh.
And his name is Kenji Kawakami.
Kawakami.
Shout out.
Have you heard of him?
I have. I do know. I know.
Shut up.
Okay.
There we go.
So he's a crazy genius inventor, but the idea around his inventions are things that would never be popular, sold, practical.
Yeah.
They are ludicrously crazy, but they're supposed to put a smile on your face.
Got you.
And he's created this world called the Chindogu. Is that how you say it?
Chindogu.
Sure,
Chindogu.
And the idea is that he creates gadgets that solve problems you didn't know you had.
Got you. Yeah.
So, who is this guy? He's an inventor, activist, and former editor of the Mail Order Life. Must be like a catalogue type thing, mustn't it?
Yeah.
And he started inventing things that were just impractical, socially awkward. Nobody would actually use them. They were called Chindogu, which loosely translates to unusual tool or weird gadget.
Yeah.
Loosely translates.
Okay.
And he soon teamed up with other crazy inventors as well. One of them was Dan Papier. And they launched the International Chindogu Society, spreading this movement throughout Japan and beyond.
Love that.
Yeah. Their mission is to create real inventions that cannot and should not ever be sold. It's purely for creativity's sake and a rebellion against the sleek, soulless world of product design.
Oh, I'm in.
They have 10 commandments.
Oh.
I'm just going to read 5 of them. The Chindogu must not be for real use, so it should almost be useful, but not quite. Yeah?
I like that.
It must exist physically. So all of their inventions have actually been built and made, but they'll never go into the mainstream.
Yeah.
It must be made in the spirit of anarchy. So that means breaking rules, questioning logic, and ignoring practicality. It must tackle everyday problems. So no solving interstellar travel, it says here. Just making sure your noodles don't go cold. It's that sort of problem solving. Yeah?
I'd be into that.
And it should not be for sale ever.
Oh.
There's other ones. It says that avoiding taboo subjects. And it's got to be funny.
Okay.
But they're the main ones.
I can live by that.
So at the heart of Chindogu is a protest against consumerism, against perfection, and against the idea that everything has to be useful, profitable, or efficient. I get the impression when I look at their website that they're all a bit kooky.
Yeah.
And I just feel that they don't want to be forced into making inventions that are going to make money and that are going to be useful in society.
I get you.
They just want to make silly things that are going to make people smile.
Scratching the itches in their own brain. Go for it.
So I'm going to show you some of the inventions
And then can I
that
guess
these
what
guys
they're
have
for?
done. Yes.
Should we
Do you know
play that
what?
game?
I'm just going to let Dylan flash one up
Go on.
and then I will tell you about it. Anyone? I think you'll see which one. Okay, so which one? What's
Oh,
this?
what a... That's fucking genius.
So what is it?
So your noodles come out hot, bosh, and they're cool by the time they go in your mouth.
It's
no
called the
time
Chopstick
wasted.
Noodle Fan.
Love that.
Slurp noodles and stay cool. So for those who aren't watching, there's a guy with a bowl of noodles with some chopsticks, and attached to the chopsticks is like a little handheld type fan, which is battery operated. The fan is pointing towards the noodles, which are dripping off the end of the chopsticks. If you're hungry, I'm really so sorry. And the fan is blowing the noodles cool.
You can defo get them on Temu.
So some of their inventions have actually made it to the mainstream
Yeah.
and therefore have been removed off their Chindogu website because they have found a
Okay.
purpose and they're being sold.
Okay. So they just don't want to be the ones to sell them and mass manufacture them.
While the Chindogu, which have gone out there, have you seen the baby grows with dusters underneath them? So as they're crawling around, the
Yeah.
dust on the floor.
Yeah.
That was a Chindogu. Oh, Chindogu!
So, they make the slippers as well?
Don't know. But they made that.
The slipper dusters.
There's
are
something.
sick.
Oh, they are also the inventors of the original inventors of a selfie stick.
No way.
No.
But it was completely scrapped because it was found useful. So, all the influencers out there, brilliant. I
Yeah.
can take angles of myself anywhere.
Yeah.
So they invented the original one, which looks like a car aerial.
Yeah.
Somebody else has took the idea and made it into what we know today, the click buttons and all the rest of it. Yeah. Okay, put another one up, please, Dylan. So watch this.
Right, you've fucking lost me there, mate.
Oh, you kidding?
I'm done.
I mean,
Who's making that much of a mess?
it's a noodle splash guard.
Nah.
So it's so you can slurp your noodles and they'll splatter, but they won't splatter all over your hair and your clothes. But basically, you can still splatter your face.
You could take them into MILF Monday.
There
For
could be a
people
cum
wanting
splash back.
Bukkakis, yeah.
Yeah. So the cum only goes on your face and not in
Yeah.
your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great idea because some girls do not like cum in
I
their
know.
face.
I do, like, yeah.
Well, we talked about this last time, didn't we? I
Well,
think?
there's some like it on the face, not the hair.
Yeah. That's
So-
what I'm saying. They don't want it on the hair.
Yeah,
So that'd be
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Do you know what? We should actually, no, maybe not contact them because that'll be taken off the website. We could just do our own invention. A bukkake splashback. Come up with a
Splash
funny
guard.
name. Splash guard.
Just
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah.
Something like
So
that.
there you go. That's a noodle splash guard. For those who aren't watching, it looks like a big sunflower type thing that fits onto your face
Yeah.
and it stops anything else from going into your hair. Go on, Dylan. Next. Oh, this one.
Oh, that's a sick idea though.
So what is it?
That's like a sleeping helmet. You just and then
Yes.
you can just
Yes.
that's the one thing that bothers me when I try and sleep on the plane. I just end up.
So this is called the suction cup subway nap helmet.
They need to work on the fucking names, don't they?
I know it's perfect. The suction cup subway nap helmet. It's exactly what it is. I love it. So the idea for those who aren't watching, it's a red helmet with a suction cup attached to the back of it, which will suction onto the window of the train. And there's it's a red helmet with a yellow note in front of it, which I'm assuming tells everybody else in Japanese, "Don't wake me, I'm napping."
Yeah.
I think that's a location.
Oh, okay, to wake me when I get here.
Yeah, so like you can't really make out the text here,
Okay.
but it's essentially, please don't wake me, and then I'm
Where they
going,
are.
I'm going here.
To wake me up when I get here.
Wake me then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
I love that.
It's never made it to the mainstream shops, but
Yeah.
Next.
Oh.
You said "oh" in a Japanese accent then.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh, Japanese. Oh. Yes.
I'd have a bit of that.
So this is
Love
what
an
is
umbrella.
it? It's an umbrella tie.
Umbrella tie, yeah.
For the moment, you're in your court shorts or off guard in the rain. So for those who aren't watching, it's a tie with an umbrella attached to it. So that where the tie tail would normally be, there's a knot, but there's an umbrella hanging from it. And it's quite obviously an umbrella. I mean, they
Yeah.
could have made it a little
I
bit more
know.
socially acceptable by not putting the curved handle
Dale.
underneath it.
Can we just zoom into the knot, please?
Of course.
Is it a Windsor knot?
No, I just want to see, like, is there a clip? So, like, when you clip the umbrella off, does the knot stay there?
I think you can kind of see here.
I think that's a handle. Oh, no, it would be a
Yeah.
handle.
No,
Would be a handle.
I think because it's like a clip-on tie that you could take off and then shoot out the umbrella.
But then
I
you
don't
t-
think that goes
Your
around.
tie's soaked then, isn't it?
Oh, you wouldn't wear it afterwards, would you?
Yeah.
This literally is in case of emergency. The rain is that bad, you're not bothered by the fact that you're not wearing a tie.
Yeah, but then you just, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know why I'm arguing with it. It's like it's on the market.
I know, yeah, like it's a real thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like in case of emergency umbrella and you haven't got to hold it. I just think they should have not put the curvy handle on the bottom of it.
A straight one would have been good,
Straight
wouldn't
handle,
it?
yeah. Next, Dylan. I think this is ingenious.
Fuck my life.
This is for people like me who can't do anything without glasses. And I think, Dylan, there might be a picture of the actual inventor with this thing on,
Ooh. Let me have a look.
with Kenji, whatever his name is.
So what's going on here?
So she wants to put eye drops in,
Got ya.
but she wears glasses. So she's got like little funnels attached to the glasses so she can guide in
Yeah.
the eye drops and the eye drops go directly into the eye.
Eye drop glasses,
Yeah.
genius.
There might not be a picture of him actually. I thought there was, but I might not have sent it. So there's a picture of the actual inventor with this on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those who aren't watching, I've just described it. It's just funnels to put your eye drops in. But because I don't wear glasses, there you go. There you go. Oh no,
it
that's
is.
not him.
No.
But we can guess that in a minute.
So, yeah.
We can guess it in a minute. Right. So normally I'm trying to put drops in and I can't, the closer I get, there's like 3 of my fingers now.
Yeah.
I can't see. So I end up like dripping it up my nose and everything.
Whereas if you've got a big funnel,
Yeah. A big funnel, so it's a bit
good, that.
further away, and I can drip it into the funnel, and I'm less likely to go because I'm not right by my eye.
Yeah.
So for me, that's ingenious.
That's a good one, that. I like that.
But in the absence of them being on the market, I'd just say, Jim, can you put my eye drops in, please? Love, thanks.
Yeah, you've got a gym.
Well, you haven't got a gym. You're a bit fucked, aren't you? You have eye drops up your nose and everything. Right, go on, Dylan, next one.
We need this.
So this is Kenji himself, who looks very much like a midwife that I used to work with years ago called B. So what do you think this is?
It's when you got a runny nose, isn't it?
Hayfever. So this is the Hayfever hat. Yeah,
Love
it actually
that.
says here, got a cold? Hayfever. Strap an entire roll of tissue to your head for easy access.
Yeah.
So for those who aren't watching, it looks like he's got it's like a toilet seat almost. It's like a head holder thing strapped to his head, strapped under his chin with a toilet roll holder on top of it. And the toilet roll is over his head, positioned in the right way. Have you noticed the toilet roll is on the right way? Yes.
Over, yeah.
It's a fringe, not a mullet. And yet he's pulling it over his head for the moments where he's got hay fever and needs to blow his nose.
That'd be good for Deli Belly as well.
It would be good for Deli Belly. You'd need a lot of toilet roll.
You'd have to turn it around.
That's the hay fever hat. Have you got any others?
We do.
Ah, one more.
Oh, that's good, but not everyone's same lip shape, are they?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So for those who aren't watching, this is the lipstick guide. It's a Hannibal Lecter style face mask, which is attached to the head somehow by elastic or whatever. And it's got like a lip shape in the middle of it. Yeah. And the idea is that you just whack your lipstick over the template of the lips and your lips are perfect underneath. And they're not, because not everybody's got the same lip shape. I've got tiny lips. So I would look like a big clown, wouldn't I, with that? It'd be like that.
Yeah, I want to know.
Got one more.
Scars.
Oh, go on then. Ah! Umbrellas for your shoes.
Wouldn't that get in the way you like?
Yes, but they're not supposed to be practical. They're supposed to just solve some problems you didn't know you had.
He needs to go back to the drawing board.
I think they need to be smaller umbrellas. I have got another picture somewhere. I haven't sent it over to you, Dylan, with smaller umbrellas, and they've got the like polka dots, red and white polka dot. They're quite cute.
That'd be sick.
So these don't just attach to any shoe. You've got to buy the shoe with the umbrella in it.
Yeah.
So, and the shoes aren't exactly the most fashionable shoes.
No.
And they've got a hole in for the umbrella to go in.
Yeah.
So if it's very heavy rain or a car goes past you and splashes water,
Fucked.
your feet are going to be soaked.
Fucked, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like a pretty good, well-made umbrella. It's not going to be the type that turns inside out very easy.
Yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it?
But I would say they're a fashion faux pas. It's not going to go with many outfits. They're going to get in the way. And if you're walking down Matthew Street in Liverpool on Saturday night, they're going to be a fucking mare, aren't they? You're going to be snagging everybody else's tights as you're walking past them.
Oh, yeah. Murder.
So I think it's a nice little idea, but not very practical for Liverpool on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Or for the fashion conscious.
I don't think he had it in mind when he designed it.
No. That's the idea, though. It's solving problems that you didn't know you had.
But someone would look at that and go, fuck, could have done with them last week.
Especially the hay fever hat. What am I like here sometimes? Dylan, like your best tissue. If I had that on my head, I'd just have a constant supply of snot rag.
I think as a Patreon special, we should try and make one.
Make our own one?
Yeah.
Live on a Patreon, let's bring our inventions in. You've made a cardboard laptop, so I'm fucked really, aren't I?
I'm gonna make you.
Dylan could actually set us a task to make a something each.
We could do
something
Taskmaster.
And then we could bring it to a Patreon showcase.
Yeah.
Our invention.
Yeah. Or for episode 100, should we bring our own inventions?
I've given you a task for 100. I don't know whether you're going to be able to do it, though. Can you remember what the task is?
Yeah.
No. He's looking at me now thinking, shit, what's the task? Can you? Yeah. You sure now? No.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do it unless I've got an instrumental on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah. So there you go. Chindogu. I love the idea that there's people out there and it's their job. There's an institute. It's their job to solve problems that we haven't got.
Yeah.
To be creative in the most crazy Japanese sense. That there's a website dedicated to this. There's a book by Kenji Kawakami called The 101 Unuseless Japanese Inventions. Yes. And it's before I go, I did actually find 2 other useless inventions by other people. 1, metal detecting sandals. So there's metal detectors attached to your sandals, but they're not very fashion conscious, and they go down about 2 centimetres into the earth. So they're shit. And the other one is a motorised rotating ice cream cone. This is a plastic ice cream cone. It's motorised, so it goes round. So all you've got to do is that. You've got to lick the ice cream. The ice cream is placed on your tongue in a rotating manner. Yeah.
That's all right.
Do you like that idea?
Yeah.
But for me, the best bit is the cone. When the ice cream melts into the cone and you bite the end of the cone and go and suck the ice cream through the cone.
I love when the top bit of the cone goes soggy and you then the next bite's crunchy.
Yeah. So therefore, the motorised rotating ice cream cone doesn't really do it for me.
True.
That was only invented in 1999 as well, very recent. So, I believe you've got a dangly bit for us.
Yes.
Go for it.
You always say your taste is up to par.
Yeah.
We got blind taste tests.
Fuck.
No, they're all good drinks. They're all bought from the shop.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, to give
blind taste test, but you're about to get them out.
To give you you're not allowed to say. But to give you an example, it's like Diet Coke, Pepsi Max.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You'll tell us which.
No problem.
That's the only store I have.
But I need a blindfold on, don't I?
No.
Oh.
Because I've prepared something.
You've made. Oh, you're so daddy, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've made it in such a way.
I'm not calling you my daddy.
See. No, I know that. Don't you fucking look in there.
I feel like I need to put something on. Yeah, give us your.
Loving that, mate.
Loving that.
Give us your goggles.
You can see through them.
I know, but I can't, mate. I wear glasses. So if I've got goggles on and I haven't got glasses on, I can't see a thing. I can just about see that it says 1923 on there.
You want to go on this one?
I'm going to go on this one. Hang on. Let me see.
There's a little reposition.
I feel like I need to put...
in there?
I need to put something on so I can't see someone.
Look at that. Now we're in.
I forgot I had biscuits in here. Oh, damn.
Right.
Okay.
So
I've got a slurp.
Yeah,
So I've just got to guess what the drink is.
You got to guess what the drink is, yeah. And then you got to guess what the other drink is.
Doesn't really taste of anything. It's a diet drink, I think. That's lemonade.
Yeah.
Like 7-Up or something like that.
Can you guess? Well,
it's like Sprite or 7-Up.
Yeah, Sprite or 7-Up.
Okay.
That's what we're competing. That's what we're doing.
When you said taste test, I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
Right, I'm going this way, just because it's easier.
Is it just 2 drinks?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
Okay. Okay.
One 7-Up, one Sprite.
Okay. That's Sprite, that's 7-Up.
That was good.
Only because my lemonade of choice, wow,
Yeah.
my lemonade of choice is 7-Up. And there's a difference between the taste. It's very subtle, but I find 7-Up sweeter and more lemony, whereas Sprite is more subtle and limey.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It was good.
We do one more.
Go on.
Because I think the other one's a little bit easy, but the shop didn't have much choice.
Okay,
so.
go on. Do you know what? I'll have that 7-Up. Save
Give that away.
Okay, so I sort of saw a black can, but I didn't really know what it was.
Well, it's
And it's still a taste test anyway. I still won't
yeah,
necessarily know.
You can know what they are.
Okay. Have you moved them round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh.
I'd expect it to be fresh, to be honest with you. I don't think I'd do warm.
I've never had milk.
Tell you what, mate, it's like an oven in here today, isn't it?
It's roasting, isn't it?
Hey, yeah. I reckon you'll fucking nail this one as well, you know.
Do you know that I used to be able to do different drinks challenges years ago? I was pretty good at them. Yeah. Sorry to say. Yeah. Okay. So, this is... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what that is. I stopped drinking it in 2015. Oh, easy. Easy.
Easy.
Diet Coke, Pepsi. Easy. So Pepsi, I drank it all the time as a kid. I could do the Pepsi challenge. And Diet Coke, I know the taste because I haven't drank it for that long. I can't stand it. I was properly addicted. I've said before, I had lumps on my boobs because I drank Diet Coke all the time.
Saying, yeah, 2 litre bottles.
But now I can't drink it. I'm like, eh. But you know what? I really like Pepsi. Not everybody likes Pepsi. I really like it.
Pepsi Max.
It's just too sugary. Melts my teeth.
Pepsi Max it was.
Very good.
Yeah, there we go.
10 out of 10.
The other one was Fanta and Iron Brew, but
I probably get that because they're
Iron Brews. Yeah.
But do you know what? They were quite similar. I'm quite proud of myself there.
That was fucking. When you nailed that, I was like, what's the point of doing the rest?
Right then. So we've got a few minutes left. So your segment that you've been holding off on for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Hold off on that again if that's all right with
Yes,
you.
I will.
At least you've got something stockpiled.
Yeah, it's nice. I've got another couples that I need to fill out as well. So
before we go, do you know
Muffin Man?
what masophilia is?
I think I do. I don't, but I've heard.
Masophilia.
Yeah. Go on.
Dylan?
Masophilia. No idea.
Think of the word mast, breasts and nipples. Okay, so masophilia is a fetish for breasts and nipples.
Okay.
Now, a lot of us have a fetish for breasts and nipples. No, we don't. We have a penchant for breasts and nipples. But people who have masophilia are obsessed with breasts and nipples, absolutely obsessed. So it's not just, liking tits like a lot of us do. It's a full-blown fixation by them. So, if you watch porn, there's got to be something like big tits in there or big massive areolas around their nipples or whatever. Yeah. It's their thing, yeah? And did you know that, I think you might know about women, but there's some men out there who can achieve orgasm by just nipple stimulation?
No.
Yeah, quite common, yeah? And it's been known for some men to lactate.
Ooh. No way.
Yeah. So it's been men who may be on certain medication.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They may have a disease of the breast, which might make it leak. But there's been some stories back in history where it's been known for men to lactate during famine. So, and during World War II, apparently as a prisoner of war, apparently began lactating after months of starvation and stress.
Oh, wow.
Apparently it's a stress response.
Okay.
Yeah. But in a sexual fetish kind of way. So obviously we know about, I love tits.
Yeah.
Tits and ass nipples.
Yeah.
Love it. But most people who are into it as a kink, they take it that little bit further. This is what we do with them basically in a BDSM-y kind of way.
Torture.
Torture.
Yeah.
So what do we do with nipples and boobs? Do you do much nipple and boob stuff?
Well, we don't. We started getting into it. Just the Sprite, if you want it.
No, go on.
And then she got them pierced.
Yeah.
And we were waiting for them to heal for fucking ages. And then she ended up taking them out. So we're waiting for them to heal again. And then we will probably get into it, but more or less just clamps and stuff like that.
Yeah. So does she get much from it?
She does, to be fair, or she did. As
Yeah.
I say, we haven't done it for ages because when she got them pierced, it was really fucking sore.
I remember that. One got affected, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So we just stayed away from it completely. So it's something we haven't visited for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very sensitive area for her.
Yeah, it can be for a lot of women. Now, some women have no real sensation.
Yeah.
But some do. Now, TMI, but it's what we do here. Mine has increased as I've got older.
Oh.
When I was younger, nothing.
Yeah.
Most people love playing with tits and nipples, love it. I'm like, spend all day down there, but you're not going to do a thing. I had no sensation whatsoever, nothing. And somehow, don't know how, maybe menopause, who knows. Now I have a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like
And it's
number one way to get you
something we
going,
do a
like.
lot.
Yeah.
I don't do like torturous things. Smacking tits around, all that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Gets the whole endorphins going and sensitised and all that. But when I do it to other people, there's actually a list here of all the things you can do. I'm going, yep. Yep. So clamps, we've said suction, wax. I've actually seen a guy with slow cookers of low burn wax.
Oh, sick.
With ladles, and he's done like full gags and like things of boobs. What's it called?
Bras.
No, a cast,
Okay.
a wax cast. But the gag, mate, it was one of the best things I've ever seen.
That's cool.
And his name is Moist on FetLife.
Okay.
Okay, look him up.
We do a
Look
lot
him
of.
up. I think some of this is on there.
We do a lot of tongue wax.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd
Look
like
that
to
up.
visit that. Yeah.
He does it with slow cookers, so it's not
That's
like dead
fucking
hot.
amazing.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Flogging them, obviously, and needles through the areola. I've known a lot of people over the years to do this. I don't do it through the areola only because I've got a good grasp of anatomy. Don't really want to go there. But what I have done, little needles about 1 centimetre long, 30 gauge, very thin, brown. Stick them like that. Looks like hedgehogs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd actually call it hedgehog needles. Just put loads in.
Yeah.
Like little hedgehogs. They're cute. Dead cute. Nearly finished, Dylan. Breast pumping, crushing devices.
Oh, I've seen them.
I've got the thing in work, haven't I? The stocks, tit stocks.
Yeah.
Tit stocks, love doing that. And nipple stretching. So weighing, putting like weights and things on the nipples.
Yeah.
And forced lactation is a massive fetish.
Okay. Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
A girl came into the club, I said it before, a kid was 8, she was still lactating and filling up shot glasses. Guys loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. So nipple fetish, very, very, very common. But the things that we tend to do, not so common. Most people tend to be more sensual with it. But we tend to be really nasty with them, don't we?
Yeah.
And the porn that I've seen with nipple fetish has mainly been with stretching them.
Has it? Yeah.
Loads of stretching and simulated breastfeeding. Yeah. So when I put in nipple fetish and breast fetish, mainly lactation, breastfeeding fetish came up. So there's grown-ass men with beards, like Dylan. Not Dylan, obviously, like Dylan. Grown-ass men with beards, late 20s, early 30s, on a woman's knee breastfeeding.
Are they having a wank as well, like?
No, they're just breastfeeding. They just love it. Absolutely love it. And some of them are lactating as well. Some of them are just simulating it. Some of them are lactating, and they go for a breastfeed. They probably have loads of wanks about it afterwards.
Homelander.
Yeah, I've asked loads over the years to do like mummy type stuff.
Yeah,
I can't.
No, it's not for me.
I don't like real kids, never mind adult babies.
Yeah,
change your own fucking nappy, you dirty bastard.
The whole daddy thing. I
No,
can't get on board with that.
not doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't mind boobs, but if somebody said, "Can I hang off your nipple and call you mummy?" I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of townhouse."
Yeah.
Somebody else's kink, not mine. Soz.
Yeah.
And I'm not kink shaming. You do you.
No.
It's just not me. I don't want some grown-ass man with a beard hanging off my tit, like snuggling in, like bitty. No.
Bitty.
No. So, on that bitty bombshell, we're gonna go! If you've been watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, we'll see you next week.
Love you, bye.
And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the Curators of Chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing the Love the Paddysell podcast with your friends. Don't forget to give us a follow on our socials, maybe some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@thepaddysellpodcast.co.uk or even interact with us on Facey, Insta, and our other socials because we love chatting to you. Make sure you stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.